What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today, I'm going to be talking about ticker symbol PLTR. They have their earnings on May 11th. And just keep in mind, a lot of people are going to have their eyes on Palantir because DoubleClick did not go well. So Wall Street definitely will be looking at them with a fine-tooth microscope, or going through them with a fine-tooth comb. You can't really look at them with a fine-tooth microscope. Boy, am I tired. But anyways, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, make sure that you ring that bell too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. I'm currently in a fight with the YouTube algorithm, so each one of those engagements really helps go a mile with the YouTube algorithm. And thank you all for subscribing to the channel so far. Like, cannot thank you guys enough. So let's dive on in here and cover Palantir. So overall for the day, Palantir did sell off the rip. We almost touched our support here at 2280. We touched an intraday low of 2281. And then the huge thing to take a look at is 2350. We did try to retest it later in the day and we were rejected from it. So 2350 is definitely going to be resistance going into tomorrow. We have to keep that in mind. Next thing that I really want to point out here is the RSI is sitting down at 34.34 in the after hours. So we are definitely moving in the downwards direction, which is not a good sign for Palantir. So we definitely don't want to test this 2280. The huge thing that also really kind of raises a question mark in my head is this volume that really stepped in here. We went from trading 42,000 shares to 717,000 shares. This one is 1 million shares. This one's 715,000. This one is 589,000. So there's definitely someone stepped in here and really pumped up the volume. So possibly a whale institution buyer, who knows, kind of thing. We did have an institutional buyer buying the Palantir yesterday. So covering the 5-day time frame, we were essentially kind of moving back and forth here between 2350 and roughly about $24. We were bouncing off of 2350 and we were getting rejected by about $24. That was the huge point for Palantir. That is definitely going to be a resistance move towards the upside that we're going to want to keep in mind. I don't want to create an order. Come on, Weeble. So we have that resistance there at $24. We do have this psychological resistance of $25 and technical resistance there too. Huge thing is we are trading below the VWAP. We are trading below our 200-day moving average, which puts us in bearish territory. This is confirmed by the RSI sitting down here so low. And then if we take a look at the MACD even confirms it heading into after hours. We do have the crossover here and during the day of the signal becoming above the MACD and us heading back towards the equilibrium, which confirms bearish territory for the stock. We hop out here to the 1 month, 1 hour time frame. The huge thing is we can really see the range that Palantir has been in for the past month. We've been anywhere from $20 to $26 on DoubleClick day. So like that is a heck of a range. We're sitting about halfway in between that now. But really, Palantir has been getting pretty comfortable for the past month, trading between this $22.80 and $23 and $24 channel, I'm going to say. But really, this $23.50 channel is really where it's been a lot of the time. So taking a look at that, we're definitely very comfortable here. If we break down below $22.80, the huge thing I'm going to be looking at is going to be looking at $21 next. I really hope we don't break down below that, but it would provide a great buying opportunity for the stock. Remember, also, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, and take everything everything I say with a grain of salt. And please verify everything that I do say, because I am just a smooth brain ape. So there is possibly things that I could miss too. So the huge thing that I want to highlight here is we are trading above our 200-day moving average, which is good, but we do have the 15-day and 60-day EMAs hooking in the downwards direction, which is a bearish indicator. Now, if we do take a look at the RSI, we're sitting at 41.34, which is down below neutral. So we are headed towards the oversold territory. We aren't quite there yet. We would become oversold when we cross 30 on the RSI. We do have a bearish confirmation here on the 1 hour, 1 month chart because the signal is above the MACD too. So the huge thing is we're definitely in a very bearish territory. We hopefully can bounce off of 2280 and like we did today. We bounce off of 2281, bounce off of it again, and make a bullish move, and hopefully make this turn into a nice reversal. But I'm going to hop out here to the day time frame, really to cover Palantir. Now, keep in mind, back in January, we were at essentially $45 was our all-time high. We've essentially been trading down and kind of consolidating ever since. So we could really draw out a nice wedge here and say that we are consolidating, but we are definitely consolidating right now. The huge thing though that I'm taking a look at here is we do have, back on 315, we do have a high here around, let's say close to 26.98. And then we do have double click here that we closed at 24.73. So we are making lower highs, which is not necessarily a good thing, because that means we're kind of consolidating down towards the bearish territory. The huge thing that I'm going to be looking for is for us to make a move back to the upside and make a break up here, so we kind of get like a double top kind of situation, which would form a little bit of a head and shoulders, which means we would have a shoulder here, head here, and then we would hopefully make another shoulder here, and then we would have a move to the upside. So keep that in mind. The other thing that you could say is we kind of have a loose George W here kind of thing. I get that from Trace Trades, because all I can think about is him saying George W in my head kind of thing. But taking a look here at the day time frame, we still are looking at bullish territory according to the MACD down here. So we do have the MACD above the signal. We do have the RSI sitting at 48.52, so we could make a move to the upside. Now, my targets that I would say to the upside would be is getting back up here above 23.50, and then testing $24 would be, personally, on Friday, if we could test $24, get above $24, or really just get above 23.50, close the day above 23.50, it would definitely be considered a positive day for the stock. If we could get above $24 and claim it as support, that would definitely be a very positive day for the stock. Down towards the bearish side is if we break through and continue our downwards trend and we touch 2280 and we break through 2280, then the next thing that I'm going to be really looking at is going to be probably around 2177 down here. So let me draw that line in for you guys. Down here, I mean, we could say in here, but I think when we tend to break this, we definitely have, I mean, you can see this candle, we closed all the way down here once we broke through 2280. And then we had a doji candle, and then we had another hammer top candle. So, I mean, definitely when we get below 2280, the stock moves very quickly down towards $21. So keep that in mind with the stock. But overall for Palantir, hopefully we have a bullish day. We had a bullish day generally in the market, but it seems like tech and growth are still getting beat down right now by the suits, essentially, because they see it as high valuation stocks that are overvalued and all that kind of stuff. They might be overvalued right now, but let me tell you this, in 10 years, they're definitely not going to be overvalued, because Palantir is not going to be a $25 stock in 10 years. I could see it easily being above over $100. That's my personal price target for Palantir, at least. I could see Palantir being $50 by the end of the year too. Wall Street also has, Goldman Sachs signed a price target of $35 to it. So we are still trading below our $35 price target too. So keep that in mind. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I do my best to respond to every single comment on each and every single one of my videos, because I really like interacting with you guys, because we're all one community here together to learn about the financial market, make some money, and see some stocks go through the roof and grow long-term kind of thing. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.